In this world, there are certain things that you like, and there are certain things that you don't like. For me, one of those things is ice skating, and let me tell you why. Back when I was still a kid, my parents would always go to this mall that was in Gauteng, but I don't recall its name. They would always go there each and every month and to buy some groceries. And of course, they would always take their kids with them, my brother and I. And each and every time we were with them, my father would always say to my mom, before buying groceries, how about we first take the kids to a restaurant, something like a McDonald's, so they can have a meal and don't bother us when we are busy doing groceries and stuff. And my mom would always agree. Then after having our meal, we would continue our journey. And on our way there was this ice skating place that was surrounded by a wide window. And each and every time we would see it, my brother and I would always go there and glare wide at the people having fun there. We would always fantasize about being there, man, doing all those spinning around and shit, the type of skating movies, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know these teenage movies anymore. I don't watch them. But the crazy part was that my dad wouldn't take us there. Well, it's not like he didn't want to take us there, but we didn't want to plead to him to take us there. We would always get scared, but my brother would always do this thing of pushing me to go ask my dad. You know what I'm talking about. You do it too. And quite frankly, I sometimes have done it, plenty of times. And when I tell myself that I can do it, my confidence would be like, yeah, dude, I will take you to him because my name is Confidence and I'm not scared of anything. And on our way there, my confidence would be like, oh shit, man, I can't do this shit. You're on your own. I'm out. And he would bail on me. But we would always make it a priority to go and stand at the window, hoping that he would see how badly we wanted to go there. We'd always think he would say, oh, nifuna ukuyodlala lapha bafana bam. And we would say, yeah. And then they would take us there and we have fun. But they would always pass by without even staring at us, man. But one day, I was like, screw this shit. I'm gonna go there and tell him. And if he says no, he says no. I can't keep veiling in the shadows. So I decided to go there. And my confidence again was like, yeah, today's the day we win this war. And when I get closer, he bailed on me again. But this time, my mind was already set on it. I feared nothing that day. I have told myself that this is where it ends. And on my way there, I could feel the gravity changing. Each and every time I get closer and closer to my dad. It was like I'm about to ask death for directions or something. But I kept shaking it off. When I finally got to him, I asked him. And to my surprise, he said the unexpected. No! I'm joking. He didn't say that. Of course you can. Broski, when I tell you my eyes lit up with joy, I mean it. It was like a dream come true, bro. I kept checking if I was dreaming, but shit, my boy, it was not a dream. And of course, as he promised, they took us there and left us all alone, with no parental guide to have fun. Oh gosh, I can already see the comments in this video. Oh my goodness, did your parents really left you guys all alone in there with no fear of you guys getting kidnapped and blah blah blah? Guys, it was a safe place, okay? It had security and stuff, and plus, we were not that stupid to a point where we would go with a stranger. Icho, we are smarter than that, my boy. So back to the story. We had fun, broski, and it was easy, broski. We were professionals at this, even though it was our first time. Boy, we were horrible. We were the only ones with the shaky legs, bro. It was like we were cold or had some weird disease or something. Well, at least my brother tried. He was kinda getting it after so many tries. But for me, it was like I'm learning how to walk for the first time, my guy. It even got to a point where I was jealous of how quickly my brother was evolving in this. But then I was like, fuck it. If he can do it, so can I. Then I decided to do the most stupidest thing ever. I decided to throw myself in the middle. And oh boy, this is where things got crazy, am I boy. When I threw myself in there, I kept falling down, hitting my face on ice, bro. Do you know how painful that is? It's like getting hit with a brick on your face, broski. You don't even know pain if you haven't experienced something like that. I kept falling so many times I even lost count. But when I had my last fall, I heard a sound coming from my back. Whoa. Pause. And of course I didn't even look. It was coming this way. Oh, pause again. What is wrong with me? And my arms were at this position, exactly like this. And right there, as I was about to stand up, this guy comes out of nowhere like whoosh, right next to my fingers. The moment I saw this, my heart stopped for a minute. I look at him. Boy, Lomchitu smiley. I was so shocked. How can someone be that evil? I quickly stood up and rushed back to the sitting room. Then I sat there for about 5 minutes without even looking at my fingers. And after a few seconds, I looked at my fingers and I was bleeding. This guy slashed me on my fingers. And then my heart started going crazy. Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. I don't even know how, but what I know was he slashed me. I'm bleeding right now. I froze for about 2 minutes, traumatized, and I decided to pull myself together and went to the bathroom and washed my fingers, wrapped it with some toilet paper. And of course, I didn't even tell my brother about this, but I told myself that I should most definitely tell my parents about this so they can beat that kid to death, my nigga. And after about 30 minutes, my parents came to fetch us and I was ready to tell them. But when I looked at my brother, bro, he looked so happy. You could see that this was something he wanted to experience in years, if not months. So I decided to keep it a secret. I didn't want my parents to use this as an excuse to tell my brother if he ever wanted to come here with his friends. So when my dad looked at me and said, "Did you have fun?" I looked at him and I smiled and said, "We had fun." And on our way home, as I was sitting there at the back seat of my dad's car, it kept playing and playing and playing in my head, but with different endings. And that's when I told myself, I'm never going there ever again. Until this day, I've never returned. So moral of the story is, just because you had the worst day ever, try not to make it the worst day for others as well.